Hi, this is Richard Quack here, coming to you live from Malaysia. I would like to welcome you to my weekly live video, and today it is Friday in Malaysia, and I would like to talk about marketing. And the topic is facts tell, stories sell. Now, if you are marketing online or offline, then you need to learn how to persuade people. Persuasion is a very important skill, all right? And the only way to persuade people is to be able to touch them emotionally, all right? If you can't touch them emotionally, they won't take the necessary action that you want, all right? So if you want to persuade and influence your prospect, you need to touch them emotionally. That is very, very important. Now, most of us talk about facts. When you talk about facts, all right, facts only tell people, they give people the information. That's all. It is not emotional. Example of facts are when you talk about features, you talk about benefits, and so on. All right, this will not sell because these are just information you provide to your prospects. It doesn't make them emotional. So basically, that is why the topic is facts only tell, but stories sell. Okay, so how do you sell? Well, as I said just now, very important factor is to be able to touch them emotionally. When people are emotionally charged, then they will take the necessary action. All right, the truth is that you know feeling is the language of the subconscious mind. So you got to touch them subconsciously. So by talking about stories, telling them stories, then you can touch them emotionally. All right. You have to be a great storyteller. All right. You have to be a great storyteller if you want to be able to sell and persuade people. Copywriters know about this and they include stories in their copy. If you don't believe me, look at all the great copies outside there. They are full of stories. All right. They are full of stories because stories can touch people emotionally. Now, let me ask you a question. Are you a movie goer? You go and watch the movie, right? Well, movies is a very good example. The scripts that are interesting and sells consist of these three elements. All right, script that can sell consists of these three elements. Number one, they talk about challenges. All right, a person or a group of people go through challenges. Then afterward, they overcome the challenges. They go through all the hardship and so on, but eventually they overcome the challenges. And finally, the third element is about success. So that is a storyline, a simple storyline. All right. Now, do you watch Bollywood movie? I don't know about you, but I do sometimes watch Bollywood movie. All right, and the Bollywood movie can be about 3 hours long, or even more than 3 hours long. All right, but you know what? When you watch the movie, the time flies very fast. You know why the time flies very fast? Because they charge you emotionally. When you watch it, you want to keep on watching because it is very emotional. So they use the script that can touch you. They talk about stories. All right. So what are the elements of a good Bollywood movie? Number one, they show a couple falling in love. All right, a couple falling in love, and then after that, they they have to face challenges, and the challenges could come from the parents or other type of challenges and obstacles that they have to face. So they have to go through the challenges and obstacles, and then after that they have to overcome the challenges and obstacles. All right, they overcome the challenges and obstacles, and finally they succeed and they live happy ever after. So that is a good storyline. All right, so stories have to have a script that to make it interesting. So it's very simple. If you can see that, it's very simple. The scripts are very simple. All right. So basically, these are what sell. All right. Because it touch people emotionally. Now, I want to talk about storylines here. There are three storylines that I want to give you an example today. All right. Three good storylines that I am sure you will appreciate when I talk about it. Number one, the storyline is Hometown Boy Makes It. Hometown Boy Makes It. A good example is Spider-Man. All right. Peter Parker is just a hometown boy, that's all, going to college and so on. All right. Didn't have any intention of becoming a hero whatsoever. Okay. Until one day he was bitten by a spider and he became Spider-Man. All right. So basically, hometown boy makes it. That means, just a hometown who's nobody. He was bullied in the college as well. And what happened is that, after he was beaten by the spider, he became a hero. All right. That's the first line. Hometown boy makes good. The second storyline is reluctant hero. What is a reluctant hero? A good example is First Blood. First Blood? Sylvester Stallone. If you've seen the picture, right? This picture goes is that he's a retired soldier and he went to a town. All right. He went to a small town and you know what happened? He was just minding his own business, but somehow, the township authority, bullied him, and hunted him down and so on. So he was not a hero. He did not want to be a hero, but somehow he reluctantly has to become a hero. So that is what reluctant hero is. All right. Another example is Batman. That's right, Batman. All right. Reluctantly, he became a hero. All right. Number 3 storyline is us against them. Oh, this is a very powerful storyline. Us against them. A lot of the script use this, us against them. A good example is Avenger. If you saw the movie Avenger, whereby, the baddie is Thanos and all the bad guy, and the Avenger is a group of people, us against them. All right, so that is what the storyline is about. Another good storyline of us against them is 300 Spartan. Now you're talking about us, 300 of us, a small group of us against the big group opposition outside there, of millions of people outside there. So us against them. All right, that is a very interesting storyline. That's why people like to watch this type of storyline because it is very emotional. Okay, imagine 300 people against millions of people. You become emotional and you get caught in it. So those are the 3 storylines. There are more storylines outside there, but I'm only sharing with you these 3 storylines. Okay, now let's go back to network marketing, which is very important. All right, I'm involved in network marketing. If you are involved in network marketing or anything that involves marketing at all right, you got to create your own success stories. Okay, especially for network marketing, you have to create your own success story to inspire people, to make people very emotional. Isn't it true? People are touched by story. That's why when you go to all the events outside there, network marketing events, okay, most of them talk about success stories. All right, because people can relate to the story. It touches them emotionally. Because people will think that if a person like him can become successful, I also can become successful. What's so difficult about it? All right. So let me give you a bit of guideline about how you can craft your success story. Okay, for network marketing or any other business, you can use the same the same line. Number 1, talk about your background. Quickly about your background, who you are, and so on. And secondly, important is how you join. The more interesting the story, the more emotional it becomes. How you join. In network marketing especially, a lot of people are cheated to join the network marketing business. All right, they are cheated. They have been telling, the sponsor probably tell them, oh, let's go for a movie or something like that. So the more interesting is the story, the more touching it becomes. Okay, then the third part of it is after they join, the challenges they face. They don't join and become successful. There's no story at all. All right. So to make it interesting, after they join, they will go through some challenges. All right. So you talk about what are the challenges you face. All right. Probably, like myself, my challenges is very simple. Huh? I started the business. There was no office in Malaysia. There was no product in Malaysia. I got no upline leader here to guide me. So those are the challenges you tell people. All right. And I got to travel to Singapore, to submit the form there and to bring the product back to Malaysia, like smuggling product into Malaysia. So basically, those are the challenges. The more the challenges that you face, the more interesting the story becomes. All right, people are touched by that. Okay, the next thing is how you overcame all these challenges. How you overcame all these challenges. So important. All right. So like myself, I don't have an upline here. When I first started, my upline is in Australia. So there's nobody here to guide me. So how I overcame the challenge is very simple. I took ownership. That's all. I become a leader. I have to become a leader to guide my team. That's all. So how I became very simple. I became a leader. That's it. Okay. And the other thing is your point of no return. I'm sure at some stage you feel like giving up. You feel like giving up with all the challenge and so on. What is the point, the critical moment or the defining moment that you say, that's it, enough is enough, I'm not going to turn back? So there must be a turning point there. All right, talk about the turning point. If you have one, all right, but most people will have, that's for sure. What's the turning point like? When you are about to quit, something spur you to move forward. Probably, you thought about the reason why you started in the first place or something like that, okay? And lastly, your success, okay? Talk about the success and your transformation, what you achieve and so on. People like to hear that, okay? What are the transformation that you achieve through the network marketing business? All right, probably in terms of the materials thing that you receive, or how you improve yourself, how you become a different person. Transformation is important. All right, tell people about that. So your story can be very short or it can be a long one. Okay, you need a short one so that when you meet somebody, you can talk to them about 2 to 5 minutes. Okay, but you also need a long success story, especially when you are successful. They invite you to give a talk on the stage. It will be about 1 hour. All right, so prepare your success story. Even you're not successful now, all right, you got to start preparing now, because when you prepare, that is expectation, my friend. Okay, you must have great expectation. So prepare your success story now. Sit down and write. Take a lot of time, Don't worry, no hurry whatsoever. Right now, what is your success story like? All right. And you have to practice it as well. So probably you got to stand in front of the mirror to talk to yourself. A success story can be a few minutes long, all right? Or it can be an hour long or half an hour long. It depends on what is the occasion like. Okay, but the most important thing when you talk about story, success story, you got to be honest with your story. Do not lie. You see, when you lie, you forgot what you liked. It's better to tell the truth because you always remember the truth. All right. Now, I'm not following the Amber Heard court case with Johnny Depp. All right, but I heard from my wife; she follows it. They're telling me that a lot of things happen. The thing is that when you lie, when Amber Heard lie, she forgot what she liked, and then she keep on twisting and lying again to cover up the previous lie. So basically, it's important to be able to, tell the truth. Hey, by the way, please, please don't get disappointed if you are a fan of Amber Heard or what. It's just an illustration here, by the way, okay? It's just an illustration to tell you that it's better to tell the truth because you always remember the truth. When you lie, you forgot what you spoke about or what you lied about, and you cover one lie with another lie and another lie and another lie. At the end of the day, people will find out that you're lying. All right. So that's all my sharing for today. I hope that you learned something here. It's very important topic because if you're in marketing, especially network marketing, then remember that facts tell, but stories is the one that sells. So you want to sell, you got to tell stories. All right. And stories are very important to make people emotional. All right. Tell a story. And basically, if you look at movies, especially Bollywood movie, okay, the script are fantastic because they have a storyline there. Okay. And I spoke about 3 storylines here tonight. Number 1, hometown boy makes it. All right, hometown boy makes it. Number 2, reluctant hero. Number 3, us against them. Okay, this is very important storyline. Okay, but the most important thing is when you are in network marketing, you got to make up your own story. It can be a short story, it can be a long story, but take the time to prepare it. All right, your background, how you join, the challenges you face, how you overcame those challenges. That's a point of no return, and then your success, your transformation. Okay, and the final thing is be honest with your story. Don't lie. Okay, so I hope that you learned something here. If you like what you hear and see, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment. All right. I thank you for your time as usual for staying with me and watching this live video or even the recorded version is okay as long as you participate. Okay. I appreciate your time. And that's all my sharing for today. Malaysia, it is already Friday. So I wish you a happy weekend. and I'll see you again for another session of my live video on Monday. Okay, so this is Richard Quack from Malaysia, wishing you good night and